It's a good feeling to be able to start your car and go anywhere. All your belongings with you at all time, and you always have hope. When you are down and out, and you're tired of your environment, you're frustrated with people you meet in a store, or there's bad weather, the ability to start your car, a very light, freeing life is good. Good to see you 2020 in a live chat. I've lived the mobile lifestyle for 3 years. There's more and more remote jobs coming on the market. Good to see you, Nathan. With the coronavirus, one good thing is there are and there will be more and more jobs that you can work remotely. I've often shared, with DoorDash, Instacart, and things like that. You could certainly live in an efficient vehicle. You may not be able to live in a motorhome and do those things. I don't know if I would want to live in a travel trailer. I've gone back and forth on that option. With a travel trailer, you always have to be in a campground. And that's a little bit of a negative to me at a certain point. Norma, great to see my member here. Oreo Mouse, great to see you. Good to see you guys. This is a free general public chat every Sunday. Last Sunday, we had our first members only chat. It's great to see everyone there. But I'm more encouraged than ever from the aspect of, when in doubt, I did not commit to a static life. Committing to a static life, a house, apartment, a long-term commitment, not a short-term rental or a short-term lease, away. What does that mean? Like sometimes, like I just left my mother and I set her up with a video to watch, like a movie. Let's just say like a Jennifer Lopez romantic comedy. And look, my mom's 73 years old. She doesn't look like Jennifer Lopez. She can barely walk. But what I've learned through observing her is that when she watches the movie, she's in mind. Keeping Up with Bree, 199 super chat. Well, hey, you keeping up with Bree. Keep the hope alive, Bree. Keep the hope alive. Thank you. And that was what I learned from observing my mom, was that she was able to look at that movie and and to feel hope, to feel joy, even if she never does it. To be in my car right now, even though I'm not going back to Florida right now, I'm spending time with my mom, the coronavirus still has things locked down. The hope in my mind makes it good, makes life better to a certain extent. Being locked down to something, being restricted by commitment, by obligation, for a certain individual, that brings soul. For me, it does. There's that cold feet saying that when you get to the altar and you're about to make a commitment, takes away from the good life, and it makes it a dookie emoji life. There's another saying called itchy feet. Like you have itchy feet if there's something in your being that has a rhythm to movement, and you don't like to be in the same place too long. There is a famous YouTuber who's been living on the road, one of the first mobile lifestyle nomads on YouTube. And he recently bought a house. I did a video about it. I uploaded it on my Patreon. I don't know if I'm going to make it public, but when I looked at the video, I didn't see joy. I didn't see it was a good decision. It looked like a bad decision. I'm cautious on sharing the video too much because I don't want to be judgmental. And I don't want to take away someone's experience. It's not right for me to begrudge someone for buying a house or buying this or getting married. Everyone has the right to live their own lifestyle. And it's a balance for me to be able to share what I really feel while still giving space for other people to do what is best for them. Like, do I drink energy drinks? No. But I support him. That's, his lifestyle. When I was 20-something years old, I had a different lifestyle. What is the mobile lifestyle? as least commitments as possible, as much flexibility as possible. And even if you're not going anywhere, you're sitting in your car, you're sitting in your van, you're sitting in your RV, and you have the ability to go somewhere at the blink of an eye. And it makes life good. Now, again, one of my guys, Hank, aka Henry, he left a comment on my Patreon. He said, Sam, he was living in a van. He got into a car accident, and he bought a small, tiny camper. And he says, Sam, I've been sitting in this camper, and it's been a burden. He's been renting at an RV park, and he's ready for the rent to go up and then go somewhere else, and he wants to go back to a van. Because the difference with a van or a motorhome is everything you have is right here. You start your vehicle, you're gone. With a camper, you have to hitch it. You have to plan on the campgrounds. You're still living a mobile lifestyle, but there's a little bit different dynamic. Now, there's pros and cons to both. That's the other thing with the mobile lifestyle. Is it all good? Well, it's all good if you do the research and you plan and you know the pros and cons to the different variations. You can live in your car. You can live in a van. You can live in a motorhome or you can have a camper. You can have a hybrid car. I wish they made a Class B van that got 25, 30 miles per gallon. And they're going to probably in the next several years. Technology is going to continue to make the mobile lifestyle even better. The mobile lifestyle will never be the vast majority of society. Doesn't matter if we go into a recession. Doesn't matter if technology allows us to be holograms. Most people are rooted in certain areas with their family members. They want to raise a family, and they don't like constant movement. They like it for a vacation, but not for a lifestyle. A vacation, and that's what you have to examine if it's all good, okay? Because there's a big difference between part-time and full-time. And many of the nomads who live the mobile lifestyle have quit. They don't make it more than 8 months, and it's not all good. And I think some of that is due to lack of planning, lack of managing expectations, getting too heavy into it initially with a big commitment, and then changing their RV very frequently or changing their vehicle. I saw there's very few, but I saw one young couple who bought a fifth wheel. They got like 4 kids. Then within 6 months, they bought a Class A motorhome. And then now they're buying a piece of land to buy a tiny home. Those type of dramatic shifts from month to month, that, in my opinion, is not really understanding what the mobile lifestyle is, at least for me. The mobile lifestyle is utilizing technology to live the simplistic life. Okay, your phone should be your biggest expense, maybe not even your rig. Okay, whether you work from home with a technology job, whether you do a side hustle such as DoorDash or Instacart, whether you simply are able to live cheap enough on whatever income you have gotten, and you're able to change based on weather patterns, based on desires, and based on however you feel in the moment of an eye. That's the mobile lifestyle, and that's what makes it good. That's what makes me hesitate towards committing. Commitment gives me cold feet. And when my house is on wheels, I can never get cold feet. I got warm wheels. Put that on a t-shirt. Okay. So is the mobile lifestyle good? Yes. Is it sustainable? Well, I think definitely if you have a fully self-contained RV, definitely if you're living below your means, definitely if you've done the research, definitely if you're somewhat versed in technology and you've learned or waited until you can, work mobilely. And now with the coronavirus, with more and more things going remote, mobile, social distancing, it's a win. Now, again, if you have a family, if you have pets, more and more complications. If you're single, guys, worst case scenario is you put your big ass in an apartment for a couple months. But you always have hope. You're sitting there with your big ass, you don't look nothing like Jennifer Lopez, but you watch a Jennifer Lopez movie and you have a hope, you have an idea that you could be her. Okay. So you may be locked in a 30-year mortgage right now, but you're looking at my video and you say, you know what? I think I could do what this guy's doing. 3 years ago. I said I could do it. He does. You can do it. But plan, research, downsize first. Don't commit too heavy to a new vehicle. Understands the ins and outs of the mobile lifestyle, and be careful not to overcommit, because it's hard to get out of something, easy to get into something. The mobile lifestyle embraces flexibility, liquidity, and ease of change. And in a time like now where change is crazy, okay, the biggest decision I could go for a walk, but I'm trying to figure out, I got to do some weight training. I got to get back in shape before I go down to Florida. The Latino MILFs are waiting for me. There's real Jennifer Lopez romantic comedy going on down there, and I'm the star. Okay. So what I could tell you is this, guys. I broke it down. Okay. If you appreciate that, I appreciate it if you click the thumbs up. Brianna, thank you for the super chat. If you want to be a member, click that blue join button, all right? I'll give you a free strip show every Sunday, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's a members-only strip club. But right now, I'm going to take my sweater off. I'm going to enjoy this moment and be thankful for what it is. I'll read all your live comments if you got any. Oh, yeah. Warming up a little bit when we're not in Florida. It was in New Jersey today, about 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Somewhat sunny, but the sun in New Jersey is different than the sun in Florida. How is that inspirational, Nomad? Because in Florida, you're close to the equator. There are real tropical palm trees. In New Jersey, there's plastic palm trees by old doo-wop hotels. Okay, big difference. 5 and be down in Florida within a couple, probably about a day. Let's take address break. Just knowing, that I don't have to do a lot to change my environment. I don't have to sell a house. I don't know if I'll ever buy a house again. I don't know, man. And there's an RV lot for sale. A little pricey, but that to me is still pretty much what's going to be. An RV lot if I get anything, and I don't know if that's worth it yet. That way, whether I get a Class B or a tiny travel trailer, that's it, man. If a hurricane comes, I'm moving. See, you have to remember the good life is knowing that storms come, okay? Whether you live in the Caribbean, Florida, or wherever, Tornado Alley, or you're dating Hobo Alley, storms come. So don't be anchored down to too much, because that's not mobile, that's static. 2020, great to see you, Nathan. Great to see you yesterday on the members only chat. I appreciate the super chats, brother. Appreciate your support. Oreo Mouse doing good, doing her dolls, doing her thing. Oreo Mouse, how is the YouTube channel going? How's your mental health? Is it a disaster out there? Are you holding it together, or do you want to hurt everyone? But you're not going to hurt everyone because you're a positive person. Norma, that's my member. Hey, Sam. Thanks for last night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate you. Hope your day was good. I made it as best it could. I had moments of stress, moments that I wish I could change a couple things, but thankfulness for what I do have and making the most of what the moment is. So love to you, Norma. Hold it down. Keep pushing forward. And we're just going to take it from there. Isaac, what's going on, brother? Hello to you. Bland, Sam, would you move to Idaho? Hell to the no. If they say, Sam, if you go to Idaho for a week, a month, whatever, then I'll have to negotiate that. I'll negotiate a trade deal. But if you say, Sam, you have to move to Idaho, that's crazy. That's like me saying, Bland, hey, look, would you basically marry someone you hate, live in an area you hate? Every part of your life you're going to hate, okay? But I'll give you $1 billion. Guys, money is great. I love money, but money is not good if it causes you to live a crappy life. I mean, money can't buy your happiness. I mean, it can enhance what you have, and it may, but if you're not able to use money as a resource, if money is an anchor, it's not a blessing. So if money anchors you to an unhealthy marriage, if money anchors you to a house because you want to see the price go up on Zillow because you're masturbating to house appreciation, if money makes you stay with some sugar mama and you don't like her, if money, total overweight short guy, if money makes you move to Idaho and stay there, what I could tell you is you sold your soul to the Idaho potato devil, okay? And he will come to collect. And it will collect every day in misery, okay? I'm barely holding my sanity together in New Jersey, barely, okay? So guys, $1 trillion. You could give me the Donald Trump bailout with $4 trillion deficits. Okay. I still wouldn't move, okay, to Idaho. Why? Because it's a disaster. Okay. I know Juicy Jeff is from there, but I think Juicy Jeff, he's going wild too. He know he don't want to be back there. Oh, it takes me back to when I was in Florida, just wiggling my wide ass around with my sunglasses on. I love you, Bree. God bless you. It's nice to see you too. Bowling Thug, that's my member too. Don't touch Blaine, guys. He has sunburn. Well, yeah, you saw that Bowling Thug? Yeah, I saw Blaine's video when he's talking about he ain't got no sunburn. Blaine, man, you been in North Carolina too long, South Carolina. You gotta go down. You gotta go to Southeast Florida, okay? Where there's a different type of sun, man. So Bowling Thug, good to see you, brother. Thank you again for your membership. Blaine, laughing good. Blaine, I'm sunburned as hell. No, you haven't been from golfing. Now you don't know nothing about golfing, man. You gotta go to PGA Tour down in Palm Beach County. Played well though. I'm happy for you. Bowling Thug. My job called me and scheduled me for this weekend. I'm a waiter at Fine Dining Steakhouse, okay? And they told me I could clock in late and clock out early. I like that. To keep under 20 hours so I can get the $600 bag. My boss has my back. Damn it, Bowling Thug. May the blessings pour onto you many times. Damn it, Bowling Thug. Good job, man. I'm happy for you, man. That sounds exciting. Out there doing your thing, man. Appreciate you, Bowling Thug. I'm telling you right now, man. There's some Bowling Thug. Are you living mobile? Are you living full time on the road? Or are you stationary? Let me just hold on one sec, guys. Yeah, I just had to reconnect my my tetherin's been dropping off. I don't know why. Let's continue to read live comments. Where we at? Let's continue. I gotta go back up. Damn, we got a lot of good comments. Blaine, Bowling Thug, your name is badass. That's pretty cool. Norma, that would be a dream van. I'm not mad at that. Let me click my own thing here. That's good. Okay. Bowling Thug, this has been my handle for 24 years. Damn. Since I was 12 years old on AOL. Damn. Any video game I play, my chess handle, all my poker handles. Thanks. It sets me apart. Hank, what's up, brother? I saw your comment on my Patreon, man. I thank you for watching that response video to Nomadic Fanatic. Hank, I'm getting out of my car camper very soon. I read your comment, man. Hank, what do you think about my video? You think I should make it public on YouTube? Good to see you, brother. Hope your health is doing well. Hope your doggy's doing well. Love to you, man. Josh, what's going on, big dog? Josh is living a mobile lifestyle. Trading stocks, living out of his car for a couple months. Josh, what do you think, man? Mobile lifestyle all good? I think it's good. It's got ups and downs. Josh, Hank, any reason in particular? Tinkerbell, what if I ask why? They're asking Hank why he wants to get out of. He has a tiny camper. He wants to go back into his van because a van is more mobile. When you have a tow vehicle and something you're towing, it's less mobile, and you have to plan more with campgrounds, etc. But I'll let him answer. Hank, I got a 16-foot camper. Oh yeah. Josh, Tinker, I want to know. Laughing. Norma, your videos were a big part of my planning phase. Love to you. I learned a lot. Thank you. I wish I would learn your fitness. That's not easy. Norma, thank God that I lost 200 pounds when I was in my early 30s. My biggest piece of advice is get your health together by your mid-30s, the latest. Because as you get older, I don't have the energy I had when I was in my early 30s. I was at the last part of my lifespan where I had the intensity to get my stuff together. So the earlier you can change your health habits, the better. Start with eating out less takeout food, less Chinese, less Chick-fil-A, less, cut out the potato chips and stuff like that and go from there. But, eventually you do want to add a little bit of sustainable sweetness, but you want to read the back of food labels. You want to know nutritional values. Watch some documentaries on that and go from there. Thank you. Tinkerbell, I noticed that too. Yep. Tinkerbell, how do you join the channel? I don't see it anywhere. I want to join his channel. Well, I heard that some people have an iPhone can't see the join button. So if you go on your desktop and you look on my channel, you should see a blue join button. But if you're on an Android or any other operating system, you should see a blue join button. Click that, and then when you leave a comment, you'll have a custom badge next to your name like Bowling Thug. You'll unlock some custom emojis, and you'll be part of the member-only chats, which will take place every Sunday, and they'll expand from there. We'll get it popping. Bowling Thug, Jennifer Lopez stole Selena's career. after Selena died and J-Lo played her in a biofilm. Yeah, I remember that. And Selena got shot by her ex-manager over the money bag. That was crazy. Yeah, that was so wild. But Jennifer Lopez, I thought that she did a good job acting in that movie, and I think she's a great actor. I think Jennifer Lopez is a great entertainer. Now, you could say she's a horrible wife. She's been divorced 3 times. That's fair. But as far as an actress and entertainer, I think she's an excellent actress and entertainer. Yeah, I enjoy her movies. I enjoy her music. So you moved to a bigger camper? Yes, Hank Life went from a van to a travel trailer, I believe. Norma? Marilyn is in the freeze warning tonight. Well, damn it, Norma, don't make me cry. I was in a good mood, but you're right. I saw that too in New Jersey. And so, guys, it doesn't get warm until June up northeast. And even when it gets warm, it's not Florida. The only time you want to be in the Northeast is August, September, and maybe a little bit of October. Make a mental note and tattoo it on your forehead. But that's why we live a mobile lifestyle, okay? Because you can leave Florida during hurricane season and come up here. Or if there's a coronavirus and you have an elderly mother, you can leave Florida and come see her. If you have a sick or elderly parent, friend, or lover, you have that mobile flexibility, and that makes life good. So guys, what's the use of living mobile if I couldn't come be with my mother, okay? Now, am I a little bit pissed that I'm here at times, but I also am seizing this moment and utilizing my flexibility. You have the technology where you can work from anywhere, okay? It's like that girl on the beach with the computer. That's real. That's not fake. Now, I may not be her, and I haven't worked out in a couple months, okay? But I'm telling you right now, if I start working out again, I'm going to be hot and sexy. I'm going to get my membership up as soon as I start stripping, okay? But right now, I'm a little out of shape. Okay, so we're not popping yet. But what I can tell you is use your mobility to go visit relatives if you love them. Use your mobility to change your environment when there's storms. Use your mobility to live a simple life and let technology enable you to be able to go from anywhere from Naples, Florida to Marcos Island, Florida to Palm Beach County, all the way up to the Space Coast. What I could tell you is this, okay? I don't want to commit to anything, okay? Nomadic Fanatics video of buying a house made me throw up. And I'm tempted. Hank, should I make that video public? I'll put it on Patreon because I don't want to be too disrespectful. But I'm telling you right now, it's a good video. And what I could tell you is this. I threw up when I saw Nomadic Fanatics video, but I don't want to judge him because I had a house. But that video reminded me of what a house is like. A house is like this. One is you have to pay for closing. You got to go through that whole process of inspections, of closing at a lawyer's office, blah, 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 blah. Then you get in the house. Then you got to make your first trip to Home Depot. Get ready to spend some more money. You got to get curtains. You got to get the hose connections for the washer and the dryer. Guys, I want to go to laundromat the rest of my life. Maybe. I want to live mobile. I want to be free of the burdens of this world. Like my man Kay Ford said, he used to watch this channel. He's from Jacksonville. Live like a traveler. I don't like this world. Okay, I'm thankful for what I have. I'm thankful to live in America. I realize I'm blessed. Okay, but I am living like a traveler because I'm only passing through this world. I do not want to anchor down to this world. And what I could tell you is this. Let's take a hydration break. Click that thumbs up button and show me some love on the comment section. Love to you. Yeah, I don't feel like Jennifer Lopez, man. I got to get in shape. Norma, Tinkerbell, there's a blue join button on the channel. Click that join button, unlock some free emojis. Tinkerbell. I don't know if my connection is bad or yours. Now, Osman, I had to reset my tethering. Tinkerbell, and Norma, thank you. Maybe I need to update my app. Norma, Tinkerbell, it's linked to the video description. I have trouble with the reception too. Sorry about that, guys. Jay Bird, shout out to Florida. Tinker, he's buffering a little. I'm sorry about that, Hank. Just not free to go where I want to go, tied to this RV. Well, pulling something, having a travel trailer, whether it's a fifth wheel, a tiny camper, 16-footer, or a tow vehicle on your motorhome, it's a burden. Now, it adds some comfort, but it makes you less mobile. With the mobile lifestyle, you have to think about fuel efficiency. I look forward to the day they have camper vans that are hybrid camper vans, and, we're getting above 30 miles per gallon. That's coming. It'll be here in the next 10 years, no doubt. So I think for the people, the small amount of people that are willing to embrace a full-time mobile lifestyle, I think all the resources with technology, whether it's through your work or whether it's through an efficient, bigger vehicle, will be there. Now, if you want to settle down, try to stay a while at one campground. If you want to settle down more, maybe rent an RV lot. If you want to settle down more, maybe buy an RV lot. If you want to anchor down to one area, you say, I'm tired of living the mobile lifestyle, then buy a tiny home, single wide mobile home, or buy a house. So go through that progression, but always be slow to commit. Always be slow to commit, because commitment kills your soul. Liability requires insurance. Let your only insurance be your car insurance and health insurance, because we don't have universal health care in America. But what I could tell you is this, guys: keep your bills minimum, keep your flexibility maximum, and as you get older, then maybe you add some more commitments because you value comfort more. But let me tell you something, guys. I'm sleeping like a baby in my Jeep Renegade. I have for 3 years. Okay. I know people, they got a king size $3,000 mattress. Okay. They got their big wife sleeping next to them, and they got three pillows in between them. They haven't had sex in a while. They got dual zone air conditioning, and they can't get 5 hours of sleep. Guys, I got an $80 6-inch foam mattress topper in the back of a 4-year-old Jeep Renegade. Okay, I sleep 6 to 8 hours easy. Okay, why? Because I'm living that light mobile lifestyle with low commitment. Okay, that's all I like. All right, good job. Bone Thug. I searched for Oreo Mouse 3/8 channel, and I got cooking Mickey Mouse cookie videos. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough now with the new YouTube rules where they don't let you click on the thing and go right to the channel. Easy Rider. So what's up, Sam? What's up? I was picking up materials for work at Home Depot. Oh, make me sick. And they have a nice 2-story barn with covered porch, $12,000. It has me thinking about it. Well, I did videos on my Nomad Simple playlist on my channel about the Home Depot sheds that they sell for anywhere between $5,000 to $15,000. But the problem is buying land. You're not going to be mobile. What you're going to do with a storage shed is you're going to buy land in the middle of nowhere in the countryside, unrestricted land. Buying unrestricted land means you're going to have neighbors that also bought unrestricted land. So you're going to buy a $12,000 shed. You're going to put it on some unrestricted land, probably an hour outside of any populated area. Your neighbor is going to have chickens, 4-wheelers, maybe a Confederate flag hanging there just chilling. And because it's unrestricted, he can do whatever he wants, or she, or whatever. And, there's not going to be much but cow manure smell. You're going to smell the dookie of horses, of cows. Because rural land, you're not going to have Wi-Fi reception. You thought my video was buffering like 5 minutes ago. Wait till you're in the middle of nowhere on a $12,000 shed. And then you got to get utilities running. You got to get electric. You got to get gas. And then you got to, travel a half hour to Walmart. You got to travel an hour and a half just to get to a beach. I looked at the shed life. For me, I'd rather stick with the mobile life, because the shed life basically designates you to the middle of nowhere with other neighbors who are free to do whatever they want with their property, and that could be a huge issue. You're not going to be in a nice area. You're not going to have a nice vibe. So it's great to live cheap, but it sucks to live in an area you don't want to live. So you have to kind of balance the two. But that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean my opinion should be your way of life. If it inspires you to buy a shed, if you can find the unrestricted land in the neighborhood you want that you're willing to deal with the negatives, then I say go with it. But right now, if it isn't good enough, I'll just stick with staying mobile. Because to me, the sales pitch, the opportunity, the area, everything's got to be perfect. Because why make my life harder? I work so hard to sell everything, to downsize, to enable technology to be able to work from anywhere. Why would I want to settle down in an area that doesn't fully inspire me? It's like stabbing myself in the back for no reason. Okay. So what I could tell you is the mobile lifestyle is not perfect. But the conforming life is not perfect. So find what is best, because the mobile lifestyle is good because it allows you to change until you find what's absolutely best for you. Okay, so never get married until you find what's absolutely best for you. Don't get 35, meet some girl on Tinder or Match.com. She loves to travel, but she hasn't traveled in 2 years, okay? And, she's got a sarcastic sense of humor that most people don't understand. She don't look nothing like her profile picture. And all of a sudden you say, you know what? She's not exactly what I was looking for, but she's the $12,000 Home Depot shed that I can afford and that I'm willing to commit to. And then the next thing you know, 10, 20 years later, you're getting a nasty divorce, and now you're forced to live a mobile lifestyle. However, you can recover. You can recover from a divorce. You can recover from a breakup. Whether you're a man or a woman, you can gain your independence through your mobility. Okay? Don't stay with a man if he talks down to you. Okay? Don't stay in any unhealthy environment. Empower yourself. Empower yourself. Okay? Be as independent as possible. Okay? And what I could tell you is the $12,000 Home Depot shed could be an anchor to your soul, not a blessing to your life. Because I did the research on that, and that was my final conclusion. However, that was just my conclusion. Doesn't mean it's yours, but I'm just giving you some feedback because I went down that road. I really looked at that. And then after doing the research, I said, nah, I'm going to stay mobile. So good luck to you, though. Love to Easy Rider. Tinkerbell, I clicked the link, but still no luck. I'm just going to find the update app. Lila, hey, no matter. My uncle Walt Roseman, not good. Trying staying alive, the journey together, and please, my friend Walt Roseman, that's only got cry emoji, heart emoji. Watching people get old and them suffer and not be able to be mobile is heartbreaking. I saw it with my dog. I'm seeing it with my mom now. It's going to, again, destroy my soul as my mom gets older and older here and loses her mobility. It's tough. And it's a horrible part of life, but we have to stay hopeful. So when my mom, she's got, swollen feet, diabetes, very tough for her to walk. But when I put that movie on, and she's got the movie on her phone now, and she escapes a little bit, and she finds some joy and some hope in watching the movie. And sitting in your car, knowing you could start your car at any time and do anything you want, and being mobile, even if you don't do it, it gives you some level of freedom in your mind. So find the things that you could be hopeful for. Because look, guys, I could sit in my car and cry too. I mean, I could think about different things that make me sad, but I want to fight to stay hopeful. I don't want to just think about my mom getting old and sick. I want to say, thank you, Lord, that I'm here and we had a good day today. Make the most of your day. Try not to get seduced into sadness. If anyone believes in the saying, try not to get seduced into sadness, click that thumbs up and put a pear emoji in the live view. What's a pear emoji? It's almost like a penis. Why would I tell you to do that? Because I'm trying to bring you joy. I'm just a simple man living a mobile lifestyle, trying to bring joy to the world like the Christmas song. Okay? So, guys, love and respect. Let's take out this break. It's a disaster. Damn, I miss Florida. I wish they still made the Corrado Axiom. I'm waiting for the Heimer group got bought out. I'm waiting for them to make the new Class Bs so I can see what they're talking about. Norma, yeah, the Idaho Potato Devil is coming for playing that. It's a disaster. Take about. Thank you, Hank Life. That's the one thing I fear if I get an RV. I don't want to be tied down. Yep, and stay in a car or van and be a tent camper. And then gradually maybe upgrade to Class B. But, Class Bs are expensive. So there's nothing wrong with a travel trailer, cargo trailer, whatever, like my man Tom's got one. But you just have to realize that, again, there's some people that live the mobile lifestyle that they don't have a desire to keep going from different campgrounds or different areas. So for them, a travel trailer is good for a person that has a certain personality. Or if you have a piece of property that you just get a parking on. So just like every lifestyle, within the mobile lifestyle are different ways to do it. You can live in a car, you can live in a van, you can tent camp, you could have a motorhome, you could have a travel trailer. Okay, you could basically take the $12,000 Home Depot shed, okay, wrap a cowboy rope around it and try to pull it, with your Kia Sportage. Guys, there's a lot of ways to do the same thing. Okay, good job. Thank you, and Hank Life. That's all I read it. Katie, what's up, Katie? Eating in the U-Haul. I currently live out of watching this. Well, damn it, Katie. Love to you. Shout out to everyone living full-time in their U-Haul. Love and respect to everyone in their U-Haul. Ball and thug. Stationary in my SUV. You still got hope. Even if you're stationary, you got hope. Because you're in an SUV. It's got wheels. I have a battery hooked up to my fridge and smelling sleeping bag. A small sleeping bag. All in the back. That's cozy. Cooktop and Wi-Fi. What else can a man ask for? Everything I need to minimize. Well, damn it, Bowling Thug. As you sit in your SUV, free from a lot of the regular burdens in the world. Think about all the bills Nomadic Fanatic has right now. He has a water bill. He has a property tax bill. He has a Wi-Fi bill. Okay. He has a trash removal bill. And he's not even going to be there. He's got to have security cameras to monitor the place that he's not going to be in. Guys, I don't want to be a babysitter. Nope. I want to be free from the burdens of this world. Hank, yes, post it. I'm going to post it tomorrow, maybe. Hank, I'm getting back to the van life. Keep doing you. I'm stuck into this RV spot. Well, thank God you didn't make a long-term 30-year mortgage commitment, Hank. My dog and I are good. Praise the Lord for all the doggies out there. Dog emoji to you, Norma. I said fitness, Sam, not fitness. Oh, finesse, not fitness. I'm sorry. Norma, you know I get all worked up on these live feeds. Lila gave a little guy working on something, Jennifer Lopez. Oh, she got a nice ass. Damn right. Norma. Sam, what are your thoughts about all the shenanigans surrounding the ERA ratification? I don't know what that means, Norma, so I don't want to give you an unwise comment. What does that mean? What does that stand for? I thank God that I don't have TV. I mean, I have YouTube. I have my phone. I watch everything. When I go see my mom, she has like a TV with like basic cable. And every time I go in there, I swear, like I get mental anxieties and depression. Because, whether it's the news or reruns of the Kardashians, there's nothing good on it. And so that's why, like, even my mom's getting tired of TV. That's why I showed her how to look up free YouTube movies. So I don't know what that means. I thank God that I don't have any news channels on my phone, Hank. I love being mobile, seeing different sights in my van. I'm not mad. That gives you hope. Think about. I always wondered how can dwellers maintain a dog in the summertime if it's really cold. That's what I would be afraid of. Well, me too. Now, if you're retired, I think Hank Life lives on disability, then obviously, you can spend more time with your dog, take him outside, get in the shade, run a fan. If you're not retired, then you got more restraints. But if you're mobile, you can travel up to Vermont in the summer where it's mild, and you can travel back down to Florida in the winter. So there's different ways to do that, but yeah, you need more time dedicated to a pet. A pet is a big responsibility, and I'll borderline say burden. But if you're fully retired or disabled and they help you, then it could be a blessing. You got to balance it out. Norma, I love it too, Hank. Take about. How long do you plan on staying in New Jersey? Good question. I don't know. I'm thankful for this time. I'm definitely thankful I got my mom a smartphone because now she can WhatsApp video chat and I could see her even if I'm not with her. I'm thankful I spent Mother's Day with her. I feel a lot better about things. She has a doctor's visit tomorrow that she's going to visit her doctor via WhatsApp doing like telehealth. And I told her to ask her doctor if she can get she's on certain medications, if she can get those medications for 6 months if I took her down to Florida in the winter. So right now, I may go back to Florida before the fall. At the latest, I'll be back in Florida probably in October sometime. But at earliest, I could go there for Memorial Day weekend. I'm looking at either RV lot or RV down there, or just to get back down there. But I really want to wait till the gyms reopen because the gyms are still closed in Florida and the campgrounds are only open in select locations. So I need to be able to have a shower facility because I don't have a fully self-contained RV. And my next aspect of a mobile lifestyle will be to add possibly a fully self-contained RV with a shower. But I'm not going to make a rash decision just because of this lockdown, because this lockdown may end and things are starting to open up. And I don't want to be like Nomadic Fanatic with a house in Illinois. I don't want that. I want to be by the ocean. I don't want to make an over emotional commitment financially and tie myself down to something that it isn't a good deal. If it isn't a good deal, just wait. Okay, stay mobile. Stay like a hawk, a mobile hawk. And when the right opportunity comes, swoop down. All right, give me the hawk emoji. I took my dog to doggy daycare when I was at work. Yeah, doggy daycare is a big business, man. Yeah, that's a good comment. Tinkerbell, if you love them, very important. That's true. Hank, my dog loves going for rides. That's true. My dog used to like that too. Tinker, that's true. But I guess since the coronavirus is here, they closed. But when the car is sitting and while at work, I don't think the dog would survive in high heat. No, I would not leave a dog in the van in high heat during the summer. No way. I agree with that, Hank. Yes, you should, but put it on YouTube. Thank you, brother. Lila, hurricane season, Cat 5. Hurricane season really kicks off. They say in Florida, hurricane season starts in like June, July. But 80%, I think 80% of hurricanes happen between August 15th and September 30th. So pretty much you want to leave Florida in August and come back in November. That's like the real wise snowbird. I would not come up north until after July 4th at least. And I would not go back down to Florida until about November. Because even though Florida, I love it, if there's pretty much rainstorms and bad storms, in August and September. You got to be careful, Hank. I really miss seeing different sights, beach parks. Yeah, look, I'm married to Florida in my mind, but I'm still single and I can still travel to other states and feel free in my mind. See, the mobile lifestyle allows me to feel free in my mind. And in a world that's a lot of suffering, I'll take any advantage I can get. Because even today, like I felt like having an emotional, a mental meltdown. Just like this world scratches your mind. It's like scratches your mind, and I don't like that. At least the mobile lifestyle gives me some hope. Nora, she's my member. I have not been at work, but I know some services for animals are still open. And that's another thing you can do living mobile. You could be a dog sitter, a cat sitter, a house sitter. That's true. Tinkerbell. One day you have to make a video of you showing us your tattoos. It's possible. We'll see. Thank you. Josh. Oh, snap. Nomad was fanatic reasoning to get a house justified in your opinion. No, I think it was over emotional. I think it was over emotional when he bought the Class A. But it's his life. It's his channel. It's his money. So I don't want to be over judgmental. It's not right. But in my opinion, yeah, I think he went way overboard. And I think he bought it in the worst area. Why would you buy it in the middle of the country? Because in the winter, it's going to suck. In the summer, it's going to suck. I think he just bought it because it was somewhat cheap. And he was over emotional because we've been on lockdown. But guys, if the lockdown loosens up, it's not going to end fully anytime soon. But it's going to keep loosening up. You're going to be stuck with a house in the middle of nowhere. But that's my opinion. And like I say, whether it's a Home Depot shed but in my opinion, I didn't like the idea. But I didn't like the idea when he upgraded to the Class A. And you saw how that ended with Angela. That was a disaster. But I've been there too. I made mistakes in my life. So I can't judge, but my opinion is total disaster. I didn't see his video. Did he seem happy? No, he seemed like he made a huge mistake. And he's trying to make the best of it. And but yeah, he looked like I looked after I leased the luxury car. I had a car paid off, and then I met a girl, and then through my own stupidness, I decided to lease a fancy car. And I suffered for about 3 years after I said, what a mistake. So I've made the mistakes too. Josh, also no man, beautiful statement. Live life as a traveler. Yeah, my man K Ford said that. I don't know if that's out of the Quran too. That maybe. I don't want to be tied to this world. Well, I definitely don't want to be tied to this world. James, hello to you, brother. Great to see you, James. Norma, I like that too, Josh. Thank you, Norma. Love to appreciate your support. Tinkerbell, laughing big wife. Well, it could be a big husband too. Again, I respect men. I respect women. I respect them both as equals. But relationships are hard, whether you're a man, woman, or whatever. And that's why I do promote that if you can, stay single. You're not missing anything, in my opinion. 5% of the relationship is sex. 90% of a relationship is aggravation. The honeymoon period of flirting and butterflies only lasts 3 months. And even if you live to be old together, one of you are going to die before the other, and you got to watch them die suffering. I saw my grandfather go through that. Just being a caretaker will break you. But these are just my opinions. There's no perfect way to live life. What way should you live life? You should live it on your terms as long as you're not hurting anyone. So if you want to be nomadic fanatic and buy a house in the middle of Illinois, if you want to buy a $12,000 shed like my man Easy Rider, or if you want to be like me and be mobile, but everything changes. So again, if I decide to buy a house tomorrow, I don't want to have to eat my words, and I may have to. But I want to say there's a lot of value in keeping it simple. Josh, Nomad. Also, don't you feel like society making fun of trailer park people are ignorant? No, because, well, one is I trying to generalize, but I've been in trailer parks and they suck. Just like I've been in bad neighborhoods where it's the projects and they suck. So good people can be in both, but bad neighborhoods. So, I don't like to spend, at this point, I did it when I was younger. But at this point, as I get older, I don't like to spend much time in the projects. I don't like to spend much time in trailer parks. Either does Jay-Z, and he grew up in Marcy. So I think at a certain point, you realize that it's not a judgment on people, but it's a discernment on environment. Once you get mature, you don't want to stay around areas that have high crime. And, it kind of associates with high poverty, but it's not because they're poor, they're bad. It's that there's a certain element in those environments that I wouldn't want to stay. I don't want to stay in trailer parks long term. There's even some campgrounds that I've went to that I don't feel comfortable in. So that's why I like being mobile. What's the difference between a trailer park or a housing project? If you don't like the trailer park, you're on wheels. You can get up and you can go to another campground. If you're in a housing project and you're renting an apartment or you live in a condo, you're stuck there. So static versus mobile, both can have bad environments, and you would be wise to discern your environment. But you would be better off if you had wheels and you can move your lifestyle to a different place. So that's how I tell you. They're also attached to the status quo that they don't see the benefits. Well, I will agree, and I bought into that too a little bit as far as like, keeping up with the Joneses or status quo, but your environment does matter. It's not necessarily tied into money and things like that, but it's tied into like, for me, I could be in a nice area in New Jersey. It doesn't feel like a medium area in Florida. So it depends a little bit on your individual personality. I met some guy in Florida. We were in a bad neighborhood and he was living in his car. And I said, man, why are you living here, man? I said, you can go any campground in Florida. So why are you living in this bad neighborhood, man? And he goes, this is what I know my whole life. I grew up here. His mindset was, this is where I call home. And so, what can I tell him? That's his life. You know what I mean? But for me, I said, I'm going to keep it moving. So, it's just like, it's a mindset to a certain degree too. So today, hola. From Kentucky, Samuel, shout out to Kentucky. Still living the DoorDash dream here. Well, DoorDash is popping. It will never be as good as it is now in DoorDash. You have low gas prices, low traffic on the road, and high demand. Now, shout out to Kentucky, because I didn't think Kentucky was that popping in. I didn't think DoorDash was that popping in Kentucky, but I'm glad it is. I'm glad you're utilizing the mobile lifestyle to make money, which is the gig economy. So shout out to you so today, and thank you for joining. Take a vote. Should be a comedian. I'm doing the best I can. Very descriptive. Well, thank you. Well done. Those mattresses. Oh, yeah, those. Yeah, Ball and Thug, smart guy, man. He goes, those mattress toppers are awesome, though. They saved my life. When I first started living in my vehicle, I didn't have a mattress topper. I had a couple quilts, and the quilts are not sufficient because when you put your back seats down, you can feel like the ripples in the seat. Okay. And then I got like a yoga mat. That helped a little bit. But I did a video. It's on my Nomad Simple Living playlist. You got 3 layers of heaven. You put a yoga mat down or a camping mat. Then you put the foam. You got to get a good one. A 6-inch, $80 foam mattress topper. Originally, I only got a $10 one. I had to upgrade. A foam mattress topper. Then you put down your quilts. And then you're in heaven. You're sleeping on a cloud. Let's continue. He goes, with all the technology put into them, they feel so good. Do you have a recommendation on brand, size, type I should buy? Good question. No, I don't. All I would say is you don't want to be cheap when it comes to your mattress topper. Because when I lived in a condo, I think my mattress was almost like $1,000. And it took a couple years to pay that off my credit card. So initially, I bought a $10 mattress topper. And it wasn't that good, but it helped a little bit. But you need to spend, I would say, above $50. Between $50 to $100, get the thicker, more cushiony one, and you only need it for whatever the smallest size bed is, a full-size bed. And then you could just cut it a little bit to your form. I live in one of the smallest SUVs they make, a Jeep Renegade. So cut it, and you're good to go, brother. And then just put your quilts. Wash your sheets every 2 weeks. If you don't wash your sheets every 2 weeks, you're going to get mites, and you're going to get itchy, and it's not healthy. So those are 2 pieces of advice I would give to the bed setup. All right, guys, let's take a hydration break. I appreciate if you click that thumbs up. If you're not a member and you want to join, we're going to do more and more member-only live chats. Thank you, Bull and Thug. Thank you, Norma. Appreciate you guys. Norma? Oh, you're laughing. Yeah. She's the 12K Home Depot shed. Well, I used to be 350 pounds. Think about, I'm sorry, but I'm not buying land just to build a shed. I hear you. I thought about buying a piece of land, either to put a tiny home or a shed. But then when I played it out, when I did the research, I said it's not worth it. So I totally get what Easy Rider was saying, because I looked at exactly what he looked at. And I played it out in my mind, and I called the local town municipalities, and I looked at the restrictions. And after playing it out, like I played out in my mind, not just buying that property, but closing on it, and how my life would look 6 months to 6 years after buying that property. And I didn't like how my life looked. When you live mobile, your life can look like whatever you want 6 years from now. Because when you're mobile, you can change your environment in 6 minutes. If you buy a house or a piece of property, you're always tied to it until you sell it. And there's always something itching your brain that you're not totally free from this world. And that bothers me a little bit. It does. Tinkerbell, I'm sorry, but oh yeah, right. Norma, my dad went to the ER. I'm sorry, Norma, about that. Very upsetting because nobody can be with him. Yeah, I know about that. And he doesn't understand why. That's a great comment. And that's why if you have an elderly parent, get them a smartphone so that you can WhatsApp video chat them and FaceTime them. And that was one of the reasons too. I said, Ma, we got to get a smartphone. God forbid you go in the hospital or I go in the hospital. Right now, if a family member goes in the hospital because of the coronavirus, they can't have visitors. And that's a heartbreaking thing. So I'm going to pray for your father. If you can get him a smartphone, get it to him. You can use WhatsApp. It's an application on your phone that you can do to free video chat. Facebook owns it. Easy Rider. I have a few acres in a nice area. Okay, you already have the land. He says he has a few acres in a nice area I would use as a home base. Okay. And traveling van life and build decks. But thanks for that side of it. It's awful. Totally see what you're saying. Well, yes, and I totally see what you're saying too. If you already have land in an area you like, then I would say, yeah. I mean, always look at what's the worst case scenario if you do it. So Easy Rider, for you, you have limited downside because if you already own the land and you like it, the worst case scenario with a $12,000 shed is you don't like it and you blew $12,000. Okay. But if you don't have the land and you buy $10,000, $20,000 worth of the land and you buy a shed and then you start living out there and you don't like it, it's hard to get out of. So like same thing I always say when you buy an RV. If you're going to buy a $70,000 RV, you have to think about if you sell it in 3 years, how much is it going to be worth? Probably less than you bought it for and probably more than you owe on the loan. So you have to think about not just how you get into something, but how do you get out of it? And are you willing to pay the price to get out of it? But if you have low downside, which you would kind of have low downside if you already had the property, then worst case scenario, if the shed didn't work out, you blew $12,000. Now, so that's what you got to play out in your mind. Good comment, brother. Love to Easy Rider. Norma? Yeah, that's the, penis emoji. I'm not getting seduced into sadness. Praise the Lord, says the Clark. Norma, you know it's right. Sadness, depression is, I felt it today. And you got to eat healthy, you got to go for a walk, and I got to be mobile, or at least as less commitments as possible. Or if I do buy an RV lot, it's got to be in Florida. But hurricane season come, so I got to be able to start my vehicle and get out of there when hurricane season comes because I don't want it to blow away, and I don't want to have $5,000 a year insurance. I looked at a tiny home on the beach in Florida, and the home insurance alone was $5,000 a year. The property taxes was $2,200 a year. The home insurance was $5,000 a year. Guys, that's a big difference, man. But if you just buy an RV lot, there's no home insurance because your RV is your home. You could just start it and leave or tow it and leave. And that was why I kind of leaned more towards a RV lot than a single wide or a regular house. Because a regular house or a mobile home, which is not mobile, you have to carry the home insurance if you're going to get a loan on the property. And so that's a disaster. Just more expense, more tied down, more commitment. So what I tell you is keep it simple. Keep it simple. Valerie from Oregon. Valerie is traveling from the Northwest to New Jersey to see her father. She lives in her Jeep Renegade. She's doing her thing. Keep your mental health, play your music, and take breaks. What would I say to anyone living the mobile lifestyle who is traveling across the country? Take a break every hour and a half to 2 hours. Stop, walk around, use the bathroom. Take your time. Your house is with you. Take your time. Enjoy the journey. Don't rush from A to B. Your house is right here. You're living everywhere you go, so don't rush. You're going to hurt yourself mentally. You may get in an accident, and you're not going to enjoy yourself. So slow down. Take your time. Sabrina, we have another member. We got another member in here. Sabrina says, have you considered a houseboat? I did not, but I have had a few viewers that asked me about that. I don't like to live on the water. I like the water, but I don't like to live on the water. Like, I dated a girl with a water bed, and I used to get a headache every time I sleep on the bed. So I like to be on the open road. Like, to me, living on a boat is not mobile. The open road is I can start my car right now and drive across the country, whether to California or to Florida. If I'm in a boat, I could sail places, but I can't stop at like a Starbucks. I can't stop at a beach park. It's like there's nowhere to stop. You're just out in the middle of nowhere. You're on, you're just on the ocean. And it's not for me. Like, I would do a day trip on a boat, but I like to be in control. I like to have the open road. I like to be able to stop different places. And the boat life is more restricting. The mobile lifestyle in a car, van, etc., it's more liberating because there's more things to see and do, at least in my opinion. So that's kind of like how I feel towards that. Good question. Good to see you, Sabrina. Where we at? Bone Thug. I'm going to a bar for lunch tomorrow with a couple of friends. I'm interested to see how things have changed in my state in the restaurant industry. Yeah, shout out to everyone who owns a restaurant. That's a tough industry to be in right now. Because even if you're open at 25% capacity, you're not going to make money. Most restaurants will not make money unless they're over 60% capacity. I plan on stealing any innovative, efficient ideas. Well, I agree with that. Take ideas from other people and use technology. Your smartphone is your most powerful computer you ever owned. Most people can work remotely, okay? And after the coronavirus, there's going to be more ability to work remotely, but you have to be able to interface with technology. So the good news is if you're a gamer, when you play a game, you're interfacing with technology. If you know how to use a smartphone, you're interfacing with technology. So God forbid your elderly parent goes into the hospital. If they know how to use their smartphone to call you, you can visually see them. So, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And that's what makes the mobile lifestyle livable. Couple 2023. We look new house, Zillow, my friend and I with pool, mobile Spencers the year become. Well, love to you, Lila. I know when you live mobile, you don't have to masturbate to Zillow. You can masturbate to whatever you want, then start your car and leave. When I had a house, I would always look at Zillow like a stock ticker and say, is it going up? Is it going down? What's my property taxes? And I'm tired of looking at Zillow. I'm tired of it. I don't even like Zillow. Okay. What I like is I want to live free as possible. But I may buy a home base. We'll see. No matter. They are trying to finally get the Equal Rights Amendment ratified, and seems the administration is blocking it. Well, yeah, I mean, look, we know that Trump does not lean that way. He stopped a Harriet Tubman $20 bill. He's got a skewed perspective. I'm not going to say he's a flat-out racist, but he's definitely has a history of leaning towards not being empathetic of American history and not balancing, honoring different minorities throughout history that have faced hardships that he doesn't realize, and to add more empowering images and more, whether it's amendments or just more things in society that show the evolution of America and empowering people. He has a skewed perspective. He's in his 70s. He grew up wealthy. He grew up privileged. So for him, America is the greatest country ever, because for him it is. He's lived off the tip milk all his life. He's never had to struggle. He really doesn't have a diverse background of friends, of family. So that's his perspective. So it is what it is. And most people who support him, they have a skewed perspective too. And it is what it is. Guys, that's where I stand. If you don't like it, and some people don't, but that's how I feel. And that's what it is. Truth. Lila, hey, no, Matt. Because look, when I remember, like, I know there was something in Georgia, but I don't know. It goes back and forth. It was like, it looks like the guy may have been stealing houses. It looks like he may have got killed unjustly. I don't know all the facts, so I won't comment. But I remember during the Central Park 5, Donald Trump got on TV, says, I want you to hate those kids. I want you to hate them. Without knowing the facts. He wrote an article that he wanted the Central 5 executed. Okay. So he is a disgrace. He never apologized. He never repented. Okay. So anyone who to support that, he has a history of saying he wants you to hate them without even knowing the facts. Okay. So guys, I'm totally getting that we don't know the facts to all these different like society things that have a racial component. So I'm all for like, let's know all the facts before we make a judgment. However, I know the facts of the Central 5 case, how he reacted, how he never apologized, and what his mindset has been, whether it's stopping the Harriet Tubman bill or whether it's disrespecting the NFL players who took a peaceful knee while he said the people who had an AK-47 during a national lockdown and he implemented that they were fine people. That is factual evidence to show you he doesn't honor the First Amendment right. He only honors his skewed perspective to empower himself. He panders to the people that are ignorant. Elon Musk, I feel like Elon Musk too. Fuck Elon Musk. Because what I can tell you, he wants to sell rich Tesla vehicles to the elites, and he has that Donald Trump mindset. To me, California should let him go to Texas, okay? And they should say, you know what? We're going to put a tariff on any Tesla you sell in California, because I guarantee you most of his vehicles are sold in liberal states, okay? Because not too many people in Kentucky, not too many people in Texas buying Teslas, okay? They're all in the wealthy parts of the country. Bottom line, because it's a luxury vehicle, okay? And the government bailed them out in 2007. So Elon Musk, what I would do if I was in California, I'd put a tariff on every Tesla if he moved the gig factory from San Francisco to Texas. And then what I would tell him is, if you're going to sue California, I'm going to go, because right now Republican Congress people, they want to put a provision in the bailout that you can't sue a restaurant or a business if you say you contracted the coronavirus in their establishment. So I'm going to say we can sue Tesla if one of their workers gets the coronavirus in their factory, or you can sue Tesla if you get the coronavirus in their vehicle. So they want it both ways. The Republicans want to shield businesses from getting sued, but they want to sue the government when they don't get their way. Tesla wants government subsidies for their luxury vehicle, okay, but they don't want to comply with the government. So look, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, they have the same mindset. Elon Musk once said, I'd rather die on a sword than be poor. Look, guys, they really don't care about humanity. They want to sell whatever they need to sell to trample over people to be the top dog. So look, that's how I feel. Doesn't mean like Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton are the best things since sliced bread. No, I think they're all corrupt. But I'm going to vote for someone who puts policies in place that we need. Sam, what's Joe Biden going to do? Joe Biden said at the age of 60, we can collect Social Security. Does that matter to me? Yeah, because we went into $4 trillion worth of debt to bail out the junk bonds and the corporations. Guys, so I know they're all scam artists. And I don't say that any one political party is right or wrong, because they're all playing a game. But I can look and say, I agree with this, I don't agree with that. That's how I feel. Josh, I know, man. I'm not too educated on trailer parks. What's so bad about them? Their upkeep, the culture, the people, the mindset at times. Not all of them, just like all housing projects aren't bad. But if you've ever been in a bad neighborhood, look, I mean, it's just like any... Look, right now I have a family member living in a subsidized hotel room. If you go to that hotel, there's a difference between that hotel and even a Motel 6. That hotel has all people living on vouchers. The mindset, whether they have mental problems, addiction problems, abusive relationship problems, that culture within that hotel is different. So trailer parks, there are people living as cheap as possible. So they may be unproductive. Maybe they don't work because they have a mental disability, physical disability. Maybe they're in an abusive relationship. Maybe they're just nasty people. So that's certain levels of low income. Why? Because sometimes that's just the reality of what it is, okay? And it has nothing to do with a racial component, because you can go in a trailer park that could be majority white, and you can go to a housing project that could be majority black. The bottom line is it a good environment? So trailer parks can be bad, and housing projects can be bad. The environment can be dangerous, unhealthy, etc. So you have to evaluate that on an individual basis. Whether it's in a trailer park or housing project, you can still have a vast majority of good people. However, the environment itself could be vast majority of trouble. So you have to honestly evaluate, what is the environment that I'm putting myself in as an adult? When you're a child or when you're brought up in an environment, you got no other choice. You know what I mean? But sometimes what you can do is assimilate to that environment and have a mindset of, this is the only thing I know. I'm not going to go anywhere else. So that's kind of like how it is. Easy Rider. Most trailer parks are off the hook. I've been in a few, very kept up, clean, nice yards, but it's very rare. Yep. Josh, random statement, but I realized you can never make everyone happy. I was walking in public area eating pistachios. I tossed a nut at a squirrel, and an old lady was screaming, saying she doesn't like that. Yeah, it's a disaster. My mom feeds the pigeons sometimes, and they say the same thing. Just a nasty old person. But there's some people. A young guy once screamed at my mom from feeding the pigeons. He was a guy in an elevated pickup, totally disgraceful mindset. And so what I can tell you is, don't let them get to you, man. Keep doing you. Josh, I just started at the lady, didn't say anything, and walked away. You did the wise thing. Walk away from conflict. Walk away from conflict. And document and just get out of Dodge. You did the best thing, Josh. People will always find something to get pissed about. You're damn right. Some people are just nasty. And they want you to talk to them very nice, but they talk to you nasty. I don't deal with those people. And her complaint was she didn't like squirrels around because they eat plants. Just weird. Yeah, she's a nasty bitch, and that's why her own children don't want to talk to her. Guys, she voted for Trump. Her own children don't want to talk to her, and she thinks Trump likes her. Trump don't like her. He just wants her vote. Yeah, she's a disgrace, Hank. I was 399 pounds 2 years ago. Now 330. Well, damn it. That's a win, man. You lost 70 pounds, man. Congrats, Hank. Yes, I am not free in my camper. Yeah, you got to be in a van or all wheels. Richard, what's up, man? Shout out to you. All right, let's take a hydration break, guys. Click that thumbs up. Hit the join button if you want. But whatever you do, leave a comment. Let's take a hydration break. Josh, Hank, congrats. Keep it up. Hank, zoom in another video chat from. What? Hank, I'm just renting this RV lot. They're not committed. It's month to month. Hey, guys, when in doubt, do the lowest commitment possible. Why? Keep your flexibility. Marcy, good to see you again, Sam. Always a blessing. Stay safe also. Josh, $5,000 home insurance on top of property tax. Disaster. No, thank you. Amen. No wonder Elon Musk went crazy. He's a disgrace. He's got 6 kids. He's been divorced once, just like Trump. Been divorced 3 times. Married immigrants. Then he got an anti-immigrant policy. He's got foreign workers at Mar-a-Lago, and he tells you he loves America. He's a disgrace. So is Elon Musk. What I tell you is, let Tesla die. Let Tesla die, guys. We don't need Tesla, okay? We don't need it. Valerie, hey, Sam. Yes, I left Oregon. I'm in Idaho tonight. Drive safe. Enjoy the journey. Sabrina, have you ever considered a houseboat? No, I answered that. I dated a girl with a waterbed, and we almost broke up because of that. Norma, I usually listen to your playlist when I travel for work. Thank you. Good advice. Take your time. I'll stop off. Good job. Ellie, my dad texts me, you got to go slow. Amen. That's good advice. I'm stopped for the night and going to rest good 10 hours. Just remember, when you stay past 3 hours, it could be a red flag for some rest areas. Don't allow you technically to stay past 3 hours. People start to watch it if you stay too long. And 10 hours is a little bit long. I don't recommend staying in one place any more than 8 hours max. They can't hit a moving target. Anyone with any type of ears, I want you to put in the live chat, put a guy running, a car moving, and the smoke emoji and a target emoji. Why? Because they can't hit a moving target. So stop, rest, but more than 8 hours is almost like getting married. So just be careful. Keep it moving. Richard, Sam, I got to hit the rack. Just wanted to say hi. I appreciate that, brother. I went the 100 delivery mark. Praise the Lord. 100 deliveries on DoorDash. Technology and the mobile lifestyle have changed the world. I hit 100 delivery mark yesterday. Congratulations. I remember, you get a little emoji on the phone that says, congratulations, you made 100 DoorDash deliveries. Best week of doing DoorDash. Guys, made $450, man. You deduct 30%, and that's what that guy netted. So he probably made about $300 take home. Guys, DoorDash for the win, man. All going into the new savings account. Yes, get that savings account, man. Just like the first 2 weeks. Damn it. Richard, money bag emoji to you, man. Josh, you're in your house. Your house is with you. Take your time. Love it. Praise the Lord. Richard, building up my financial cushion, brother. I love where you're going with this, man. I'm getting excited. Valerie, I'll be in Eastern Pennsylvania. Ooh, that's so scary. By the weekend, all I can tell you is get by that ocean. Because I remember doing a trip to Pittsburgh. Nice city, but I got to be by the ocean. Norma says, good job, Richard. Thank you. Vanessa, I look for your channel. I'll look for your channel, Vanessa, and I couldn't find your channel. I saw some beautiful. I don't. Maybe that's you. Some beautiful girl looking good talking about like food though, like organic food. I said, is that Vanessa? I don't know, Vanessa. You're hot. If that was you, you're hot. Did you do a video about organic food? Bone Thug. Trump is overmatched intellectually by the coronavirus. Best quote I've heard about the way he's handling things. Look, guys, I'm not going to say everything he does is bad, okay? And I'm not going to say that Joe Biden is the answer to the world, because I understand that, but look, I don't like the guy, okay, period. But I don't want to get too wrapped up in the politics. I have no problem stating what I feel, because I don't like to be like disingenuous. I like to be direct with people. Because that way you just know who I am, and then you have an option like, do you like me or do you not like me? But I don't like to get too wrapped up in the politics where it starts to negatively affect my mental health, my emotional health, and then everyone on my channel like just trolls about politics. Because I don't want my life, to me, I vote, I get involved, I obey by the laws, but I don't want to get wrapped into a huge political mud pile of nothing in life. Like, I want to go forward. I got love for people. If they're positive and they voted for Trump and they're fair-minded, I got love for everyone. But I got to speak on how I feel, and I don't like to get stuck on politics. I'll speak on them, but I just want, life to me is more than that. And the vast majority of people I meet in the world, of all walks of life, are overall decent. Some better, some worse. But overall, all people of all walks of life are pretty, decent. And just want to celebrate that. Richard, thanks, Vanessa. Tom, one finger up. Damn it, my man Tom. Shout out to North California. Shout out to the Cargo Trail. Shout out to my brother. I want to give you a hug right now. Tom, don't give up. We're going to push forward this mobile lifestyle. I felt the scratches of the earth's, the scratches of the mental burdens of this world today. And what I remembered of is, brother, we're free. We got to be free of the burdens of this world. We got to just keep moving forward. We got to put bad things behind us, and we got to keep moving forward. I love you, brother. I give you a virtual hug. Luke, what's up, my man? Positive vibes. Right back to you. Luke, glad to catch you live. Great to have you, brother. Luke, and be able to comment, brother. It's a blessing. I know, look, last night was my first members-only chat. But I'm trying to, just go forward with different options on YouTube. But hey, guys, 6 days a week, I'm stripping for free. And even when I'm stripping on Sundays, man, you may not be able to chat, but you can still watch. But what I can tell you, brother, is love to you, man. Good to see you, Luke. There's a VIP section in the strip club, guys. There's a VIP section in the strip club. What do you say, Sam? I want to go to the VIP section. Well, you got to click that blue join button, okay? Because, guys, look, I'm stripping here, but I'm doing a lap dance in the VIP section. Guys, that's the way life works, okay? I went to a strip club, and there's a back room, and there's a front room, okay? And everything has a protocol. Luke, what travel trailer do you like to attach to your Jeep if you get one? Well, my Jeep Renegade only has a 2,000-pound towing capacity. And they say you really shouldn't tow more than 60 to 80% of that, which would be anywhere between 1,400 to 1,600 pounds max. So really, I can only probably tow safely the Great Escape A-Liner. The ST version that has the bathroom in it. If I would get a travel trailer right now, the only one I could tow safely that's fully self-contained, based on what I've seen, is the Great Escape A-Liner ST model. Jesse, my first ever members in the live chat, she says, if Elon Musk makes Tesla van, then we can let him open his factory. Well, not if they're going to be $80,000, for a van, unless we're going to subsidize it like we subsidize his car, then we can let it slide. Hey, guys, we can negotiate. We got to negotiate with Elon. We got to negotiate with Trump. That's what we got to do. Like, you don't just give them what they want. You got to negotiate. So, we say, fuck you, Elon. Elon said, whoa, I'm going to move to Texas. We go, all right, we're going to put a tariff. We're going to put a tariff on every Tesla you sell in California, because ain't too many people in Texas can afford a Tesla, especially after the oil industry collapsed. So then Elon comes back to the negotiating table, and he goes, you know what? I hate Nancy Pelosi. I hate you, but I want to negotiate because I love money. Okay. He once had a quote that said he'd rather die by a sword than be broke. So Elon loves money. He just had another kid. He got to make money. So Elon says, all right. What do you got? I said, all right, we'll open the gig factory in San Francisco If you make a Class B RV no longer than 18 foot, it gets 50 miles per gallon, all electric, okay? And you give the first one free to Inspirational Nomad. Then we'll start to allow the factory to open. When you say Inspirational Nomad, are you the only one that's going to get a free one? Guys, is Ivanka Trump not running shit in the White House? Is her husband, Gerald, or whatever, he's running shit? So, guys, if I'm negotiating, I got to get something out of it. So I'm trying to do the best I can with memberships. I'm trying to do the best I can. Mike Tyson making a comeback. I'm making a comeback on YouTube. Okay? I'm doing the best I can. I'll negotiate with Elon Musk. I'll get it done. Okay? I'll get it done. All right, let's take address. Luke, it sucks there is not a good, there's not a good attached. Yeah, the Prius can't tell anything. You got to get the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid Edition. And they're also coming out with an all-electric Prime Edition. We don't need Elon Musk. You know what I mean? My Japanese brothers and sisters in Japan, they making all-electric RAVs. So, guys, fuck Elon Musk, man. What I can tell you is this. Get the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, okay? You can tow, I think, up to 1,600 pounds with that. You can't tow anything with the Toyota Prius. So, at least you could tow like Tom's cargo trailer with that. And you get 40 miles per gallon. That means you can still DoorDash. Josh, Nomad, that evil old squirrel woman probably gets Greek salads. Let her restaurant burn. All right, God bless her. Luke, is the 1,000 Trails all closed during the corona? No, fuck Nomadic Fanatic, man. He totally lied on 1,000 Trails, man. And that's why he bought a shit house in Illinois, man. 1,000 Trails still open. Now, not in New Jersey right now, but in Orlando it's still open. In California, I don't know all the parts of California, but I know in Orlando it's still open. So, Nomadic Fanatic's video was totally wrong. So, guys, for $600 a year, I mean, I don't know how you can complain. I know he's got the membership, but he got the membership, then he bought a house. He totally doing stuff backwards, over emotional. But the 1,000 Trails is still a good deal. Bare minimum membership is $600 per year. If you stay 1 month, you made your money back. You can cancel at any time. You don't have to renew it. I may cancel this year. Depends if I find an RV or home base. So there's still a lot of flexibility that the 1,000 Trails provides to the mobile lifestyle. Would it be smart to get a 1,000 Trails pass? Only if you plan on staying in areas that have campgrounds. That's the number one thing I would tell anyone who's thinking about getting a 1,000 Trails. Look at their website, look at their campground locations, and if you can, visit those locations before you buy it. And if you're totally in doubt, even if you spent $600 for the bare minimum, worst case is you're out $600. And you can pay month by month. So, to me, it's a no-brainer if you meet up those criteria. Sabrina, stay safe and alert, Valerie. Amen. Josh, Nomad, would you recommend an economical electric car or hybrid or some sort of opposed to a traditional fuel car? Well, right now with gas low, it's hard to justify the cost of a hybrid or electric. And right now, the only all-electric car is, I did a video on it, Chevy has one, what is it called? I forgot. Chevy has one and Tesla. And right now, it's not worth it because it costs too much up front to buy an electric car, and you have to be dependent on charging stations, even though that makes a good place to stealth camp in the middle of the night, and you can run the AC. So it does have its advantages. Hybrid, I would recommend the Toyota RAV4, but it's almost $35,000 to $40,000, a lot of money. Toyota Prius is still a good option for about $25,000 at the base layer, but it has low ground clearance and it's not that big. So at minimum, I would say get a Toyota Prius. Like right now, if you were in the car market and if you were going to live out of your car, I would get a hybrid so that you can utilize the climate control. Unless you definitely plan on traveling up in the mountains in the summer and then down to Florida in the winter. But I would really consider a hybrid. I wouldn't consider... The electric car has some options, but right now the infrastructure isn't there, and there's too many restrictions and cost around the electric. So I have a tough time justifying an electric car yet. I would say the Toyota Prius or the Toyota RAV4 hybrid makes the most sense at this point. Let's take a... I gotta blow my nose, guys. Love to you. Click that thumbs up. Good to see everyone. Tom's in the building. Bone Thug. Jesse O. Yeah, Jesse, that's a good point. Right now, there's no hybrid or electric vans But I believe in the next 5-10 years max, there's going to be hybrid and electric vans. And I definitely, no doubt, 5 or 10 years. In the next 2 years, just about every car is going to have a hybrid version. Like I think in 2021 or 2022, the Jeep Renegade is going to have a hybrid version. So Toyota basically basically gave away its patent or is like outsourcing its patent to other car manufacturers. So like almost every car could have a Toyota hybrid type system in their vehicle. So we're definitely going in that direction. Good question. Where we at? Luke, what is the most you ever made in DoorDash, Sam, and how many hours? Well, I have a whole playlist on my YouTube channel called DoorDash. I documented every paycheck. So I think, and for the most part, I did it part-time, not full-time, in Southeast Florida. So your location matters, number one. The amount of hours you work, number two. And I think the most I made was close to $600 one week. And I worked like a lot on Saturday and Sundays. And I worked from like 5 p.m. to like 10 or 12 a.m. at night every day of the week. So right now I'd say you can, if you're in a decently populated area, you can always figure on making between $100 and $200 a day gross. Okay. So that will mean, and always deduct 30% for gas and wear and tear on your car. So that means you can take home about $70 to $150 per day if you did it full time. Okay. So in a decent area. Right now, I think you can almost double that. Like one guy said he made $460. So, again, it'll depend on your market, your hustle, your vehicle. But right now, with low cost of gas, low traffic on the road, high demand, high peak pay, everything lines up where, you can make a killing mobile lifestyle. But you got to be careful not to depend on that fully. Valerie, thank you. Sabrina, I will. Luke, Sam, do you still entertain the idea of a hybrid car? Yes. But I look at if I'm going to buy a hybrid car, I still haven't crossed the barrier in my mind if I would like to buy a used car. Because the hybrid batteries, they usually last around 10 years. So if I buy a hybrid car, the most practical one would probably be the Toyota RAV4 hybrid. The Toyota Prius, I like that, but it's a little bit low to the ground. And I don't get any extra room, and I couldn't tow anything ever. But I don't know if I want to spend $20,000 to $30,000 on a new vehicle, or the RAV4 hybrid is almost $40,000. Or if I just want to get a Class B. Because now, too, what I'm seeing is more jobs, not just the gig economy, but more jobs in general are going remote because of the coronavirus. So, my biggest fear is if I get a Class B, and I have to depend on DoorDash until I can get another job, then I can't DoorDash in a Class B. Now, eventually, if a Class B is a hybrid, then that's a go. I would love that. But if more and more jobs you're able to work remote, then, a Class B would not necessarily be a bad thing. But driving a Class B, you don't have a sunroof, you can't get sun, there's still a level of a fuel efficiency issue. So a hybrid makes sense. But I don't know if it adds enough comfort. I really like my man Tom always promotes the self-contained life. I'll be 40 this year. I still think I can live out of a car until my 60s easy. But, you take the chance if, God forbid, you get sick or you want to have some more comfort in your life. Right now, I regret two things. One is there was a Corrado Axion that I could have purchased that I kind of regret because that was a fully self-contained Class B short van. I was like, And there was the RV lot that I missed out on. So, but I don't know how things will play out months from now. There still hasn't been a lot of houses that came on the market with the coronavirus. Houses are still selling for higher RV lots. And the Heimer US group that bought out the Corrado Axion group or whatever, they're starting to make new Class Bs in the fall. So I'm trying to get to the fall, get through this virus, at least a little bit of the virus, get to where I go back to Florida, look to see if I want to do a Class B. I don't know if I would want to just get a hybrid car. I don't know. I get the climate control. But I don't get the fully self-contained. And I don't know if I want to go into debt just for that. So I got to play that out in my mind yet. Good question. My man Tom, pound emoji. I love you, brother. praise the Lord. We're going to go forward. We're going to go forward. We're going to go forward. I love you, brother. Keep playing your music. Keep pushing forward. I love you. Luke. Does your mom watch your chats? No, she doesn't. I just downloaded YouTube on my mom's phone yesterday. I set her up with a movie tonight. So she's watching free movies on YouTube, but maybe if the algorithm gets caught in like car living, maybe she'll find me, but I don't tell her I'm on YouTube. Jesse out. Yeah, we talked about it, but I'm going to say it again. If Elon Musk makes Tesla van, then we can let him open his factory. We got to negotiate that, Jesse. But I hope you trade those stocks good. And I would say short Tesla. That's not a short Tesla. But I want to tell you short Tesla and then you lose money. Because I think that price way overinflated, man. That stock like what is it, $800 a share right now? And the market cap on that thing, they ain't even making that much money. Nah, but it makes keep going up, so don't short it. Don't short it. I don't want to give people false advice. My man Tom, thanks for making me laugh. Oh, brother, I love you on my heart. Virtual hug, fire emoji. We got to go forward. We got to keep laughing. We got to live below our means. We got to keep our life on wheels because we can change quickly. We don't have to answer to many people. And I may upload my video tomorrow about Nomadic Fanatic buying a house. Even though it's 3 days later, I still feel it in my soul. All right, I'm feeling it tonight. Let's continue, Jesse. Oh, yeah, they're not making hybrid vans yet, but they will. My man Ball and Thug. I get these sweet emojis. Yeah, that's what you get for being a member. Click that blue join button. You're going to get a birthday cake emoji special. You're going to get some girl in her panties writing something down, a guy dropping a mic, and damn it, you're going to have access to the all-member VIP strip club. My private membership chats I do every Sunday, and they're going to advance. One night, I'm going to be sitting in my car at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm going to go live. It's going to be members only. I'm going to be sitting there butt naked, but you ain't going to see nothing. Why? Because it's going to be pitch dark. Okay, and I can't wait for that day to come. Praise the Lord. Thank you. Xander. Hey, Sam. Hope you get to see some palm trees. I told my mom today, I took my mom for a walk around the block. And there was like some guy putting up like a plastic palm tree. And she goes, Sam, look at the palm tree. I said, I came from a place where they got real palm trees. You really have to worry about a coconut falling on your head. I looked at this, I think 150 people die per year by coconut. Does anyone know that? Did you know that? 150 people die per year from a coconut dropping on from a palm tree and hitting their head. We're worried about the coronavirus where 70,000 or 80,000 people died. God bless them. But guys, in Florida, you have to worry about a coconut, not the coronavirus, because a coconut can hit you on the head. My man Tom dropped a mic emoji. And what I could tell you is this, guys, be careful of the coconut. But the plastic palm tree is a disgrace. It's a disgrace to humanity. That's how I feel. Life is good as we make it. I'm doing the best I can. Thank you, brother. Come on. Imagine a dude cooking a hamburger helper on a portable cooktop. Oh, it sounds like a trailer park. As SUV, rich area, public park. Everyone shooting him dirty looks. That was me today. Not me. Now, look, obviously, I don't know, man. To me, I don't know. Everyone's going to look at you no matter what. If you're parked legally and you're not bothering anyone, just do you. For me, I'm always the type of person where as long as someone don't bother me and I ain't bothering them, I don't care what people do. So, Ball and Thug, if you're parked, I told you I was in a nice neighborhood the other day. I was parked legally, and I had some guy ask me where I'm from, and I asked him, I said, where are you from? So it's just part of the life, man. But that's the good part about the mobile lifestyle. If you get in an argument with someone, or if someone talks a little bit crazy to you in the store, you're not married to that community. You can get up and go. Tom. Nissan Leaf has been all electric for years. Do they still make that, Tom? I thought they stopped making the Nissan Leaf, but I do remember that. You're correct. Luke. Oh my God. Laughing out loud. We definitely need a hybrid RV Class B. I'm going to negotiate that. Luke. Would be awesome. Ball and Thug. I ate that cheeseburger macaroni and put my leftovers in the fridge. I'm not mad at that. You got a fridge, man? Smiling and waving at everyone. Hey, man, give them a show, man. Give them something to look at. That passed me in store. It was hilarious and awesome. Bone Dog, you just living your life, man. Put a cheeseburger emoji in a live chat. Luke, then nomad traveling would be amazing. Oh, it's going to happen, guys. 5-10 years, we're going to be in hybrid RVs. Luke, how many rent camping locations are there if you get the premium package for 1,000 trails? Well, by premium package, I think you mean the trails collection, which I do have. There's a lot more in Florida, but there's not too many in Southeast Florida. One is a little bit suspect neighborhood in Southeast Florida. It's like a trailer park, basically. And so the one in Vero Beach is kind of nice. That's not really Southeast Florida. So they have a bunch on the West Coast. But if you have an RV, the Trails collection in the Thousand Trails Camping Pass, they're not really slated for tent campers. So when you live in your car or van, you're a tent camper. So the Trails collection really doesn't make sense for most campgrounds, at least on the East Coast, unless you're going to have an RV, a travel trailer, a camper, a motorhome. Now, that may be a little bit different on the West Coast, I'm not sure. But the Trails collection is really more suited to people who have an RV. And most of the Trails collection campgrounds or RV parks will not let you in without a certain RV. They won't let you just tent camp there. So do the research. You can call up the campgrounds, look at the campgrounds on the Thousand Trails website. Then call them up. You can call them and just ask them, can you tent camp here? Are there any restrictions, etc. Luke, how many tent camping locations? You got to look it up on their website and then call up each one. Tom, do you think the economy will be as bad as 2008? Good question. No, I don't. I think that through the government printing money and bailing out early and the Fed buying the junk bonds to keep the stock market propped up, I think if the coronavirus gets worse, I think the government will continue to issue stimulus checks and may even morph to universal basic income until the unemployment rate would go down. Now, the system is always a day late and a dollar short. Like my mom, who lives on Social Security, she just got her stimulus check mailed to her. She just got it yesterday. So, I mean, guys, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and it took them a month and a half to get the stimulus check, that's really calling it close for some people. So I do not think, in my opinion, I'm just giving my opinion now, I don't think it'll be as bad as 2008 where it took a couple of years to get out of it. But if the coronavirus continues, I do think you'll see more bankruptcies of small businesses. So right now, who should worry the most? You should worry the most if you have a restaurant, a gym, or you're a small business. Okay. Now, obviously, it's going to depend on how much liquidity you have, how much cash reserves. But if you're an employee or if you don't own a house, like Tom, you're living out of a cargo van, man. You ain't got nothing to, you're like me. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You're living a mobile lifestyle. You're a car mechanic. As bad as the recession may get, you're always either going to have work, or even if you get a stimulus check, you have enough to cover your needs and be good. And you've done this lifestyle for a while. Like you knew as soon as you went, you did like a 3-month lease on an apartment. And you was like, that was a mistake. But you learned. So with your skill set, even if you got laid off, with unemployment benefits, I will give the government credit for that. You get the unemployment benefit, what's like in New Jersey, which in Florida is like $275 a week, plus you get $600 extra that the government put on it. So, that's damn near $1,000 a week. So for 4 weeks, you make $4,000. For someone living simple and mobile, it's a no-brainer. You're good. So for those reasons, some people will not see, like a lot of people in 2008, they got their house foreclosed on. Okay. There was more consumer debt and house mortgage debt. Now they're doing forbearance. Like right now in most states, even if you stop paying your mortgage, there's laws that they're not allowed to kick you out. So the people who are most liable are small businesses that don't have a lot of cash reserves, and that's the only business they've ever known, and they have a mortgage and kids. Everyone else, I think, will be fine. My opinion. Tom, drop that mic emoji. That's only for the members. Thank you, man. Yes. I feel terrible about the coconut percentage. That made me sad when I read that. Made me scared, too. I watched my head. Made me jiggle the way you said it. Thank you, brother. Tinkerbell. Still alive? Wow, I'm working hard. I'm stripping hard tonight. Had to go, but glad I got back while you're still alive. Well, thank you. Norma, I don't know how to access those emojis. Well, we got a couple members in here. Tom, Jesse, Sabrina, Vanessa, any other member in here. Can you tell Norma how to access the members only emojis? I got to go, guys. Thanks, Sam. Have a great night. We love you, Norma. Love to your father. I'm going to keep your father who got admitted to the hospital. I'm going to keep in my prayers. Jesse. Diehard Tesla fans will crucify you. I know they hate me. They're going to unsubscribe. There's so many hardcore Tesla fans. I know, like my man Brent, who's a very intelligent guy. I love him on my heart. He likes Elon. And look, I think Elon has a level of insight, fair-mindedness, and I think he's a valuable person to society. But sometimes when he doesn't get his way, he's like a spoiled brat, like Trump. And that's what I feel. Bull trap, real fast, shorting Tesla. No, don't do that yet. Think about, yes, throw it back in them. You got to negotiate. Just, beer trap, I tend to trade, index futures. Okay. I never got into the futures market. So yeah, that I don't have any experience on. Tinkerbell, never thought about hybrid RVs. They're going to happen in 5-10 years. Definitely a van. I could see a Dodge ProMaster van being a hybrid in 5-10 years max. So right now, my favorite Class B motorhome is a Dodge ProMaster 1500 series. It was the Corrado Axion Loft Edition. So I would either buy a used one of them or a new one from the Neuheimer Group that's going to make new ones in September. Or I'll just wait till a hybrid comes out. Because if I could get a Class B motorhome that's a hybrid, that's got a sunroof, and I could DoorDash in, that's heaven, man. Tom, I'm pretty sure they still make them. Oh, the Leaf? Okay. Tinkerbell, I enjoy coming to your lives. Well, I'm very thankful for everyone who comes in. Better than going to church, praise the Lord. Not knocking anyone who does. Me neither. The church helped me. I went for 10 years. My mom sung at the Catholic Church. I went to a non-denominational. So I'm thankful. You need faith in this world. You do. So I'm thankful for that. Tom, still haven't got my check. Well, hang in there. My mom just got it mailed to her yesterday, man. So I don't know how you file your taxes, but they're either going to mail it to you if you don't have a direct deposit on thing, or they're going to direct deposit. Tinkerbell, they say stimulus checks are coming from our taxes. Yep. That will pay at the end of the year. Well, no, they're just looking at your last filed tax return to see what you made and where to send a check. Yeah, Tom says it's $450 a week there. Yeah, in New Jersey, it's $600 a week plus the $600 extra federal government money. So that's like $1,200. So in California, it's $450 a week plus the $600. So whatever states have state income tax, that's what you get back. You get higher unemployment benefits. So like states like Florida that don't have state income tax, you don't get as many benefits. And that's the trade-off between that's what you got to remember. If you're living the mobile lifestyle and you get a domicile address, you got to remember, like, if you go to a state that has no state income tax, that's great. But if you ever need benefits, there's lacking of benefits with no state income tax. So it's a trade-off. You know what I mean? Tom, birthday cake emoji. Birthday cake emoji. Thank you, brother. Josh, no man. Thoughts on Vince and the WWE laying off over 40 of their staff members, including wrestlers? Well, Jesse the Ventura tried to unionize the WWE and Hulk Hogan ratted him out. All the WWF workers, I think they're 1099 independent contractors, or at least they were. After the layoff, it was announced the WWE had $500 million in cash reserves. Hey, guys, that's capitalism, man. Once you can't lift someone up to slam them, you get laid off. And what I can tell you is when you're living mobile, start in your car and go to a better opportunity. Greener pastures are ahead. All right, guys, we made it through another live session. God bless everyone who watched. Thank you. Thank you for everyone who left a comment. Thank you for clicking the thumbs up. If you're interested, click that blue join button. I'll see you in a members-only chat. Like my man said, Tom, drop the mic, who's a member. Josh, God bless you. James, God bless you. God bless you, guys. Have a peaceful night. This is what I want to share with you. All of us, including me, have painful memories. So may God's grace cover you and give you the strength to go forward. Because I know how this world can suck. I felt it today at times. I feel it sometimes at night. And you got to give it to the Lord. I want everyone to live as best life as they can. I want you to be confident. I want you to be at peace. I want good things to happen to you. I know it's not easy. I don't care if you voted for Trump or Pelosi. Now, I may not, agree with you if you do, but I want everyone to live a peaceful life. All right? God bless you.